Hello everybody, this is Teresa Swan. I just wanted to make this video about fear. I've been in contact with a friend this week about doing something for me, and I've proven to them that it's not going to affect them, and it's a favour I'm asking them. I've never done anything to make them think otherwise, because I'm trustworthy, I'm a hard worker, I do psychic readings, I'm doing care work. But anyway, I asked them if they could be a guarantor for me, which they've said yes to, then no to, then yes to, then no to, because the fear's got him. It's the fear of what if, what about that, what could happen. It's for 6 months because something's going to change in 6 months, guaranteed. Someone else moving in to help me, but that's not the point. It reminded me of how bad people are, because I don't do this at all. I may have done it a bit in the past, but nothing like this that people do. I've got another friend that does this. They go into fear mode, and it's total anxiety and manifestation. One of the things said was, what if you have an accident? What if you're ill? What if I was? The state would help me out, wouldn't they? But that's, first of all, I said, oh, thank you very much for projecting that out to me, because I don't plan on getting ill. I don't believe someone can project out for you, but they can. What he's really doing is projecting out for himself. He's thinking about himself and what if he becomes ill, what if he has an accident. But it's switched into fear, panic. We can't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and he's already manifesting in his own mind what's going to happen in 6 months' time, which he could create. I don't believe he can create that for me, because I'm on that wavelength at all, but he can create for himself. And no one should do this. You've got to think good things. So I every day am saying I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy. Stress the healthy. I'm beautiful inside and out. I stress that, because my inside is beautiful. It has to be. It doesn't work properly, and that radiates out. I do this every day. I'm successful. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a very successful businesswoman, because you project that out. You project out what you want to come in, not what you really don't want to come in. I could, if I was like other people, be standing here now in total fear. I've got to move again. I could be, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to be homeless. I'm not going to say it because it starts to create, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. It's projecting out all the fear, because people say to me, are you not worried about moving? Well, yes, I have been in the past. This is the fifth time in 8 years. But I know from those experiences, everything works out fine. So I'm not letting the panic, the fear get in, although, like I said, I was never as bad as him. But that's a lesson, isn't it? Every day I see as a learning day. I thank every day for what I learn in it, from about human nature, about life. I have many experiences every day, many opportunities every day. And the more you live in gratitude, like I do every day, I wake up and bounce out of bed, not very fast, but bounce out of bed, and I'm thank you for today. Thank you for all the opportunities of today. I'm turning my phone around because the light's in my eyes. That's what I do. But that's the phone. I never look the same right colour on this phone. I don't know why. Anyone can tell me, but I'm not that pale. We're really not that pale. But life is what you make it. You create it. You manifest it in a good way, or you manifest it in a bad way, don't you? My son, for example, Monday did not want to go back to his warehouse job. It's not his life dream, working in a warehouse. I'm not going, I'm going to pack up the job. Told him he can't, because it won't look very good when we're renting somewhere, will it? So that wasn't, I told him he's thinking very negatively. He was texting me on the bus, texting me from work. He was fed up, really fed up. And that's like the Monday morning blues, isn't it? Well, I used to get those. I don't get those now. But I told him that, you're thinking really negative and things will work out. You've got to stay there. He wants to be an accountant. And what happened that same day? So he in his own mind, and he stressed me out, was having a terrible Monday morning. By the afternoon, he got told the accountant's interview he went for last Friday, they've contacted the warehouse where he works, so they're interested in him, which is great. And he checked his emails, and I tell him to check these every day, and he looked back at them yesterday, and he saw he'd got an email from the place where he went for the interview saying they really liked him. They're going to look in, checking out his references, and they'll get back to him. So that's really good, because they had said it would be down to experience. Well, of course, he hasn't got experience. He's been to college. How do you get experience for a job when you can't get into a place to get the experience? It's all mad and bonkers in the United Kingdom. I don't know if that's the same everywhere. But firms used to take people on. You know, I went to work in an office at 16, and then if you wanted to, you could go up, you know, in the firm. That's how you did it. You didn't go for an interview for an office job and they say, well, have you ever worked in an office before? Oh no, you've not got any experience, sorry. Well, you've been at school, so have you got that experience? Or you've been at college now, you have to stay at college longer, don't you? But anyway, so his Monday, well, and mine really, I was still in my happy bubble, but he was stressing me out because of what he was doing, you know, saying he was going to do this and do that because he felt so bad. You know, he does this when he gets into a really low moment. But I said to him, it's like, so the morning was like the Tower card in the tarot pack, wasn't it? Everything's chaos, everything's falling down. And the card in the pack after that is the sunshine. So Monday for him was bad morning, very bright afternoon. So he went off in a foul mood, he come back in a very good mood. That's how easily your life can change in a day. It can change that much in a morning, in an afternoon, in an evening. So whatever's going wrong in your life, don't focus on that too much, because as proved with him, because he's very spiritual like me and he's having dreams that are all coming true, that I keep telling him about projecting out. You know, don't project out what you don't want to come into you, because that's what you're going to get, aren't you? So never before have I seen it happen that quickly. The transformation from morning, it changed by lunchtime. He went off, he was not going to work, he was going to pack it in, but he did go off and get on the bus. And he would moan, afternoon, much better mood. You see? So life can change within half an hour, can't it? You know, like the people get that phone call, they've got that job, they've got that loan. It might be a loan they need for something important, as long as it's something important, not just something unimportant. Or they win the lottery, they win, you know, the premium bonds, they win some money. For example, if I win, how much did I win on the lottery? £9.70 on the Euro Lottery. I think that's the most I've won on the Euro Lottery, actually. But when I get that email, I am exuberantly happy, because I'm so grateful for any money that comes my way. However small it is, I act as if it's millions, because I'm really, really appreciating money. My family didn't. I grew up and was brainwashed by my family, who projected out all the time. We haven't got enough. We can't afford that. People like us don't have big houses. People like us don't get good jobs. People like us can't do this. So that was brainwashed into me from when I was small. Well, I don't accept that. I am not them. They projected that onto me, and I've done no regression today. And I've seen myself in 3 different scenes with the therapy I'm learning, and did one on my own self. And I saw myself when I was about 2.5, 3, then about 8 or 9, and then about 12, in scenes with my mum, one with my mum and dad. And they were telling me, people like us, we can't afford it, we're going to have to take a loan out to borrow the money, we never get anywhere, we never have any more money. Instead of realising how rich they were, they had a house, they had clothes, food, lovely children, a car. Compare that to what some people have got in the world. If I'd known this years ago, I probably did, because I used to look at them sometimes like a bit mad. I've always been a listener, observer. I could have told them how rich they were, couldn't I? Well, now I'm in a rented home. It's not even mine. Mum and Dad had their own house. I say every day, I'm so grateful for this roof over my head. I'm so grateful for the clothes I've got, the food, all the food I've got, my car. I've got a TV, a laptop, a phone, which most people have got. But you're rich. appreciate what you've got. Be so grateful for that. Because if you went to a poor country and then you came home to your house where you think you've got nothing, you would feel like a millionaire, a billionaire, wouldn't you? So don't project out fear, only project out what you actually want to come into your life, unless you actually want terrible things to come into your life. Some people are like that, aren't they? But project out good for the future. Because if you're projecting out good for your future for you, you project out good future for your family. Because it has a knock-on effect. You're projecting out good, that brings better to you, good to you. You project your family, who you live with, pick up on that. Your friends pick up on that. You can make videos about it. My son, he's 18, will go into that, oh, it's not fair, we haven't got around. He doesn't really say that, actually. He doesn't say it's not fair, we haven't got. One thing he does say is it's not fair that he hasn't got as much family as his friends have got, because a lot of his friends have got both nans and granddads. Some of them have got great granddads, nan and granddads. And that is something he can't do anything about, apart from that I tell him and he knows that they're in spirit and he can still talk to them. So really, he's not that ungrateful. It's usually about things like that. But on Monday, he was projecting out, hate my job. And I did remind him that I said about 90% of people actually don't like their jobs. It could be higher, couldn't it? Most people do not like their job. So you can change the way you think about that, as I told him. Don't curse your job. Just go there. Feel fantastic when you go in. Be so grateful for the money you earn from that job. Every day you can be grateful for that, can't you? Because the option is you don't have a job and you don't earn money. I mean, a lot of these people that live in these poor countries would love to be have any job to start with, wouldn't they? Because it's going to mean they can live. So be really grateful for that job you hate. I know, because I changed my mind about a job I had a few years ago because I didn't feel well, so didn't really want to go off in the morning. Don't particularly want to be doing that now, but I just don't go into that thought. I used to get up and think, oh, I don't feel well, or I'd rather not be going because it's care work. But then I decided one day to switch it to, I love my job. I love the wages I earn from it. I love the things I'm learning there every day. You can switch your brain into a different mode within seconds. So please do that instead of getting into the fear. Well, have a lovely day, and I wish you all a lovely March. The March is whizzing past, and don't let whatever you've been thinking up to now, if that's been pulling you down, don't let that happen to you for the rest of the year. Make the rest of this month a much better month where you're going to improve your thoughts. Well, thank you all for listening. Bye bye.